Okay, I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started. Because I do at least see one person here in the chat. Yay! Stop this music. Hi! So I decided to do this stream just kind of like about an hour ago because, oh no, is my stream offline? No, it's just my bitrate is low. So great, this might not even be a well-connected stream. The window sound confused the fuck out of me. Oh yeah, there was like a pop-up that popped up right before. Oh my goodness, why is my chat not right? There was like a pop-up that popped up like right when I started the stream. I was like, of course that's when Windows decided to update. Also, I don't know why Shadowlink, your chats are not showing up for me in like my chats, but it showed up for me in the OBS Streamlabs chat, which is weird. I don't know if that's just because I didn't start the stream when you sent that chat. I don't know, who knows. But anyway, thanks so much for being here, Shadowlink and Magical and whoever else is watching in the background. Okay, there we go. Now I see your chat in the actual chat. So cool, we're good now. But yeah, thanks so much for being here. I wanted to just hang out. Yes, exactly. You're a ghost. You're a shadow, if you will. I wanted to just hang out. I want to be honest with you guys. I had a really hard week. It's been a super long week, even though it was technically a short week for me. It was only a 4-day work week, but it was just so busy and so stressful, and I had so much to do, and there was so much pressure, and I don't want to talk about it, but just know that I am really glad that it's over, basically. But I wanted to do a stream because I recently got some new merch and I can't really fully enjoy it yet. I'll explain what I mean by that. Also, I'm sorry that my setup is so like janky. You can like see my tripod both in this shot and in my like face cam shot. So I'm sorry. You're just gonna have to deal with my janky setup. But I got some cool new merch recently and I can't fully enjoy it yet. I'll explain what I mean once I show you guys what it is. But I figured I might as well do this stream and you know, catch up with y'all and show off some of the merch that I have just for fun because I'm bored and I want to catch up with y'all. How are y'all doing? How has your guys' week been? I already said for me, it's been a long week and I'm glad that it's over, but I would love to know how y'all are doing. I hope that y'all had a better week than I did anyway. But I got some really cool new merch recently and I thought I would show it off. And since I know that most of my viewers are fans of my channel because of Infinity Train, so I figured I would start with Infinity Train. Went apple picking and made an apple pie. Oh my gosh, that sounds so awesome. Honestly, I went apple picking once or twice when I was younger. But that sounds like it would be a freaking delicious apple pie, and I'm low-key jealous. But that's awesome. I'm glad that you had a good time. But yeah, we're gonna start with Infinity Train because I know that most of my viewers are here because of Infinity Train. So I got this little zine a while back. This is from Marie Lum. She was a storyboarder on the show, and she's just in general one of my favorite artists that I follow on social media. And I've bought like a bunch of things from her store before, just because I really like her art and I wanted to support her. But I honestly don't remember where I put it. I feel really bad. I have to remember where I put it and find it again. But I at very least have this little zine that I wanted to open. I've actually never opened it. I haven't looked inside it yet. All I know is this cute little Ryan and Min and Kez on the cover. Yeah, Marie is really great. I really love her art and she seems like such a cool person. So yeah, the first cover is just awesome. First of all, this is one of my favorite pieces of hers too, with Ryan and Min and Kez, and Ryan's got his goofy electric guitar, of course, and Min's got his little synthesizer. I forget what it's called. Do you guys remember what this thing is called? I totally forgot. And then of course Kez being adorable up at the top. But yeah, I love this piece of hers. So we're gonna open it up, and I feel really dumb because at one point in time she was saying like, "Oh, if you put in your order notes your favorite character, I'll doodle them for you on the first page." But I didn't realize that she was doing that, so I forgot to put my favorite character. I think if I had a choice, I would have picked Min or Amelia, but I think this is supposed to be Hazel. I'm sorry that this is sideways, but I think this is supposed to be Hazel. And then that's Marie's signature. But this is a very cute little doodle regardless. I love Hazel, so no ill will to Hazel. I love her. So here's a little note from Marie. Yeah, I can't remember what it's called either, and it's like gonna bother me all evening. Yeah, it's a little scrunkly Hazel, so cute. So yeah, the note says, I worked on Infinity Train at Cartoon Network for book 3 and 4. As a storyboard artist, it was an amazing experience on an amazing and unique show, and I will never forget it. Here is a collection of random drawings as a tribute to such a wonderful program. These are drawings I made outside of my boards. Thank you for enjoying the show and supporting my work. This is actually really interesting because I didn't realize that Marie only worked on Infinity Train for book 3 and book 4. I thought that she was on the show from the beginning because when I look at her art, I feel like her art is like her art style is so close. Oh, here comes my cat. Um, I feel like her art style is so close to what the actual show is. I'm actually surprised that she wasn't there like from the beginning. You got that doodle too, Magical? Yeah, it's super cute. I love her. I love Hazel. I we need a book 5 so that we can see more Hazel. Oh, maybe one day. Anyway, let's go ahead and open it. Oh, Tulip. I love Tulip. Oh, these are so great. I love Marie's work so much. I love the way that she does her line work. It's just so nice. Like it just flows so effortlessly. Like I love how like she does like kind of a little bit of sketchiness around the bottom to kind of indicate that weight, and then like her hair is like so loose and flowy with all these gaps. Like there's so much detail in her work that I absolutely adore. Stylophone. Yes, thank you, Shadow Link. I appreciate you reminding me what it's called. Oh, and then here's a cute little Atticus and One with Tulip holding them. That's so cute. Atticus is such an underrated character, honestly. I feel like he's definitely one of my favorites. Yeah, that's like another little touch of Marie's art that I really love too, Shadowlink. She does like just little hints of red in the black and white, and for Tulip, she does the glasses being red, which I absolutely love. Yeah, me too, Magical. I also hope that Infinity Train will come back one day. I think it will eventually, one day in the future. Um, Here's Tulip looking grumpy. I love this little chibi Tulip in the corner too. Like she's doing this little angry squat, which is so cute. And then here's kind of a wistful side portrait of Tulip with One on her shoulder, which is super cute. I love that. Oh, here's more Tulip. Tulip is so great. Tulip was such the perfect intro protagonist to the show. I love how in this one too, she does the red glasses and also the green kind of light coming out of the oh, there we go. That's in focus. There we go. The green light coming out of Tulip's hand that's like kind of reflecting off of One and Tulip's face. I love that. Like that's such a cool little detail. Tulip with her hair short, Tulip with her headband, Tulip looking just very cute, Tulip looking scared and or cold. Um and One like comforting her, and I love the dramatic shadows on this one too. It's very cool. I've been trying to dabble back into art myself recently, and it's just very cool to kind of analyze other people's art and to see the details in other people's work and kind of get inspiration from that. Tulip totally would rock any hairstyle. I would love to see her with a pixie cut. Maybe not quite as short as Lake's hair, but yeah, fan artists need to draw Tulip more, in my opinion. Oh, here we go. Book 3. Oh, I love this colored piece of the book 3 trio of, here we go, Hazel, Grace, and Simon. I love this Hazel. She looks so cute. And of course, Grace looks cool as hell as always. And there's Simon being a grumpy white boy as he does. Oh, here's another little scrunkly Hazel. Okay, this pretty much confirms that the doodle in the front is Hazel because she does a little just like V at the top. Hi, Shia. Thanks so much for stopping by. Yes, this is Marie Lum's art. This is her little zine that she did that I got a little while ago. Also, yes, Nueva caretaker. Hazel is so cute. I absolutely adore her, and I hope that we get to see her in book 5. I highly recommend Marie's art, Tune for Thought, if you ever are thinking about buying this, because it's just so cool. I mean, oh my gosh, here's Grace saying fuck. Hold on. Where is it? Here we go. There's Grace saying fuck. I feel like this is worth it just for that alone. That's amazing. Also, look at this. Look at this Amelia. I'm so freaking in love with her. I'm such a simp for Amelia, guys. I wish I was kidding when I said that. I'm a huge simp for Amelia. Yeah, I love that as well, Shadowlink. The fact that Marie's really good at that too. Like, just look at all these kind of like little chibi versions of like all these characters, and they're so instantly recognizable, right? Like, you've got Simon's grumpy little face with his like shaggy hair. You've got Grace with her poofy hair. And then Hazel, of course, with a little like V on the top of her head. And you've got Amelia, who is, even in her chibi form, she's still mommy, honestly. Let's be real. I freaking love her. And just like her little grumpy face, too, is so cute. And then her braid. And Marie has a little note here that she says, my shorthand drawings for Simon, Grace, Hazel, and Amelia. This is how I would draw them in the thumbnails phase of my storyboards, which is so cool. Like, I love getting that little behind the scenes glimpse of that too. It really just goes to show how much work goes into creating an animated show that some people, cough, Disney executives and HBO, Warner executives need to appreciate. Cough. Just saying, since they watch the streams. And yeah, I totally agree. Amelia smoking is so hot. Smoking is bad for you. I don't endorse it, but I do agree that Amelia smoking is hot. But you shouldn't smoke. It's bad for you. Oh my gosh, what is this? What is this? What am I looking at here? Oh my gosh. Look at this. At work, someone joked about the characters being in the High School Musical. So I drew the cat and Simon as Sharpay and Ryan. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. This is incredible. I love this so much. Look at Samantha the cat being Sharpay and Simon being Ryan. Oh my gosh, that's so funny. And then here's, I'm gonna fold this over so that we can see it properly. Here's a little Simon in Wind Waker style, which is so cute. I love that. That's so funny. And then here's a cute little one in the corner, just with a little heart. Again, Marie's little just like touches of red are great. They're excellent. But I love this this High School Musical piece. Did you see that there's a kids and family section at the Emmys now? Oh, yeah, right. Yeah, a whole section to putting down animation and patronizing it and just being condescending. Am I right? Ugh, yeah, that's what we need more of. That was sarcasm. Um, okay, I love this drawing here. The little note here says, my first day on the job, I had to catch up to all the animatics. My board partner Angela was sending me the files throughout the day from her computer across the room. So I made this little gag doodle about how she was feeding me Infinity Train. Ah, that's so cute. That's hilarious. Oh my God, that's so funny. I love that. I can imagine that working on the show was just like so rewarding and so much fun. Like I'm so in awe of all the people who worked on the show and how much work went into it and how much like love and just like fun and heart went into it as well. Like, yeah, I'm sure they all had a great time. And it's a shame that they couldn't get to continue. Yes, here we go. It's Ryan. Oh, that makes me so excited. I love Ryan. Ryan was my favorite to draw. I love his attitude and shit-eating grin. I love drawing the shapes of his character. Oh my gosh, this is so anime, you guys. I love this. Just look at him. Yeah, his little smug face. And then we've got this one down here. Oh, I love this. The fact that Cartoon Network Studios must have been amazing. Now everyone who's currently there is in constant. Oh, I know. Hopefully, there's stuff being done about it. I mean, these things kind of always come and go in pendulums too. So I feel like something will be done about it, and we'll get a new age of animation in the near future. At least that's my hope. Oh, that's right, Shadow Link. I did see his pictures of that Sekai, I think his name is. I'm so sorry if I'm pronouncing that incorrectly. But yeah, Ryan's voice actor dressed up as Ryan for Halloween. And yeah, I love as well how much he seems to love Ryan. The first time I drew Ryan, it clicked. It helps that he was so well written, so that was an easy to make character drawings of him that encapsulated his personality. Yeah, I love Marie's drawings of the Book Four boys. They are like some of my favorite. Her and Diana Huh are like two of my favorite artists that have drawn Ryan and Mingy and Amelia, honestly, but mostly Ryan and Mingy. Yes, I totally agree, Tune. It shouldn't have to be this way. Corporate mergers and greedy executives are the worst, and I hate them with a passion. Here's some cow creamer. I love all of these. What is she saying here? Looks like MLP. Oh my God, that's so funny. It looks like My Little Pony. I love all these expressions. Marie is so good at doing expressions too. Like she's so um subtle with her expressions. And the little like chibi shorthand versions. I had the honor of boarding the pig car baby episode. You guys know that's one of my favorite episodes. Like unironically, that is one of my favorite episodes of the show. Here are some concepts for cow creamer that I doodled up real fast. Guys, these are so cute. I'm obsessed. I love these little blue floral designs on them too. So good. But yeah, unironically, Pig Baby episode is one of my favorite episodes. It's great. The porcelain is her cutie mark. I have not watched My Little Pony, but I'm pretty sure that's My Little Pony, right? Okay. Ooh, what's this spooky corridor? I think that's supposed to be Ryan and Kez, because that little thing looks like Kez there. Let's see. What does her note say? A concept for the art gallery car. Oh, there we go. Art gallery car that I made early on. Way too complex, but I still kind of like the idea of it. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. Could you imagine if it was like that in the show? I definitely think it would have been hard to animate, but it's a really cool idea. Imagine like all the paintings on the ceiling and stuff. That'd be really crazy. And then we get this cute little like Pac-Man this Pac-Man ghost, Ryan and Min, with Kez being Pac-Man, like about to eat them, and then this Kez Pog face. Oh my God. I am obsessed with this little Kez Pog face. That's so freaking funny. Empty gallery cars are your favorite places to be, really? I don't think I've ever been in one, but that's cool. Oh, and that's the end. That's the last page. Yeah, so check out Marie's art at Puka Noodles, Marie Lum Art. Hold on. Get in focus. Get in focus. There we go. Yeah, check out her art. She's an amazing artist, and she's one of my favorite artists who boarded on Infinity Train. And she has some really cute stuff in her store as well. So highly, highly recommend. And then her little sketch car zine is just so cool. I'm a huge fan of little art books like this. And Infinity Train never got a real official art book or anything like that. So I feel like this is kind of the closest thing we're gonna get to an Infinity Train art book. It would be so cool to get one that has artwork from like all of the artists on the show. That would be so cool, and I would buy that in an instant. Like I would be all over that. Yeah, could you imagine? Seriously, Tune. Yeah, I would be so crazy about that. It would be amazing. But yeah, this is kind of, I guess, the closest we're gonna get for now, and I am really grateful that she did put this together because it's very, very cool. Okay, I'm gonna be showing off some more merch that I got recently, but it's going to be for something that I know that most of you don't really care about. So if some of you just want to leave, I will be offended, but also I hope that you'll stick around just to see how excited I am for this stuff. So as some of y'all know, my favorite show is Buffy the Vampire Slayer. And one of my favorite podcasts is a podcast about Buffy the Vampire Slayer called Buffering the Vampire Slayer. And they basically did a episode by episode podcast where they talked about every episode of the entire show. And they recently finished their final episode of the last episode of the show. So they released a bunch of like finale merch that I got recently. So actually my sweatshirt is one of those things too, and my t-shirt actually. So my t-shirt, I'm gonna stand up. My t-shirt is a Buffering the Vampire Slayer t-shirt that says "Until next time, ah woo," which is how they would end every episode. And then I also got this sweatshirt which has one of the host's dogs holding a steak in his mouth, which is very cute. And then there's a design on the back too. But they released this enamel pin, and y'all know how much I love enamel pins. But if you don't watch Buffy, you won't understand the reference. But basically, there's a character that gets a headstone in the show, so this is supposed to be like a recreation of that headstone. But instead of the character's name, it's the podcast name, and it's Buffering the Vampire Slayer 2016 to 2022, which is how long the podcast was going on for. Beloved pod, devoted Scoobies, we save the world a lot. It's okay if this doesn't mean anything to you, but it makes me tear up, and I love it. It makes me so happy. Another buffering thing that I got is a poster, which is in this tube. I guess this was turned into kind of an unboxing stream, because that's what I'm doing now, I guess. But this poster is the finale show. So for the finale, they actually did a live show in New York, which I was lucky enough to be able to go to, which it was so much fun, you guys. I had a crazy, amazing time. But this poster is for their finale show. And I'm going to have to frame it. Oh, but the artwork is so cool. I'm not going to be able to show.
I extend to you my greetings.
Also, hello, Cynthia Blaine. Thanks so much for subscribing and welcome. I don't think I'm going to be able to really show this whole thing very well unless I lift up my camera and do this. Maybe. Yeah, that's not going to work, but maybe I'll hold it up for this camera. Yeah, there we go. That's better. Sorry, it's in the small camera, but it's a very cool artwork. Again, it's Buffy related, so it's okay if you don't understand all the references. Yeah, the art is too powerful. It's too big and too powerful, but it's very cool. Trust me, that's very cool. And if I
I extend to you my greetings.
if I am understanding correctly, I don't know why Atticus always says that twice. If I understand correctly, it's actually signed by the two hosts too. Here, I'll show at least the signatures on this camera. It's signed by Kristen down here in the corner. Ooh, and then in the other corner, it's signed by Jenny. Yeah, it's so cool. I love the colors on it too. It's just a really, really amazing artwork, and there's so many little references in it too that I wish I could like point out all the details to you. But it's also references to the podcast, so I understand if you guys don't really understand it. But just trust me that it's very cool and very amazing, and I'm obsessed with it. I have some more merch from them as well that I'm going to be opening here. I have been a really big fan of their podcast. I'm obviously a really big fan of Buffy. But one of the coolest things that Kristen and Jenny did with the Buffering podcast is Jenny is actually a songwriter. She's a musician, like a professional musician. And she's also a crazy person. And she wrote a song based on every episode of Buffy. So now there are literally like over 160 songs of hers that she's done for the entire show. She's a mad woman. She's literally crazy. So I've been a really big fan of them for a really long time, and I'm a really big fan of their work in general. But yeah, they just mean a lot to me. The only bit of Buffy I've seen is from iRobot You Jane. Oh my gosh, that's like one of the least favorite episodes of the show. Like season 1, I will admit I really love season 1. I think season 1 is very silly and fun. But a lot of people hate season 1. But if you guys need any convincing to watch Buffy the Vampire Slayer, let it be. Let me tell you the regale. The regale of Buffy and Faith. Buffy is a vampire slayer, and Faith, wouldn't you have it, is a second vampire slayer. Season 1 is the most camp. Season 1 is absolutely camp, but I like camp, so it's fun. It definitely gets less campy as it goes on, and it gets more, like, sincere. Season 1 is definitely the most campy, but if you hate camp, I can understand not liking season 1. But I enjoy camp. So, what have you. Okay, so the words are by Kristen Russo, and the art is by Christine Tuna, I think is how you actually pronounce it, but it's spelled like Thune. But yeah, these are two beautiful vampire slayers who are very hot and very queer-coded. And you cannot convince me that they are not in love with each other. So one of the kind of recurring bits in the podcast was like, they would quote the show. They would take quotes from the show that sounded very like suggestive and they would call them erotic novels. So these are like some of the erotic novels with some cool art, lots of little poems and lots of doodles of sexual tension, which is just really cool. I love this artwork. And Buffy and Faith are very queer. Okay, don't let anyone tell you otherwise. These two girls have absolutely been with each other emotionally, physically, spiritually, on every level. There's no one else that understands. Oh my gosh, all these like bits, these moments from the show are so great. Ugh, yes, so gay. Don't worry, big guy. I'm just keeping her warm for you guys. And for those of you who are fans of She-Ra, fun fact. So, like I said, Jenny makes a song for every episode of the podcast. And the song for the episode Enemies, which is a very Faith and Buffy episode, that song, one of the writers for She-Ra listened to that song as inspiration for writing Adora and Catra, if that gives you any idea as to what Buffy and Faith's dynamic is like. They have a very Adora and Catra kind of relationship. And by the way, I started watching She-Ra. Tom and I have been watching She-Ra together, and I am up to season 3. and I'm loving it so far. It's so, so good. I am truly obsessed. Graduation day. Oh, you guys. It's okay if this doesn't mean anything to you. It means a lot to me. But the artwork in this is just very cool. So shout out to that. The best kind of relationship. Exactly, Shadow. You get it. You get it. I don't remember what this is, honestly. So this is going to be a surprise to all of us. This might be another pin. I get a lot of enamel pins. If you guys didn't notice already. I love collecting enamel pins. Yes, it is another enamel pin. This is another catchphrase from the podcast. A lot of the times Jenny will say, wow, wow, wow. So she'll say wow 3 times in a row. And so that's what this pin is based off of. And the coolest thing about this wow, wow, wow pin is if you flip it upside down, it suddenly becomes a mom, mom, mom pin. So, you know, reversible if you're into that. So yeah, a couple cool pins that I will definitely be adding to my collection. I still have to finish creating my pin board that I'm planning to put up on my wall, but yeah, that's still a work in progress. I know you guys don't care very much about Buffy, but there is a very cool thing that I bought recently that's a different fandom. And it's a video game that is my favorite video game of all time. And it's a video game that I think you guys enjoy. So, you know, just bear with me through the Buffy stuff. And there's something very cool at the end that I think you guys will really like and that I'm really excited to open. But there's one more Buffy thing that I'm also very, very excited about. It's okay if you guys aren't, but I'm like so excited about this. This has literally become an unboxing video. Is this the thing I'm thinking of? I hope it is. Otherwise, I'll be sad. Oh, it's not what I was thinking of, but it is something cool. Okay. This is a mug. I got a mug with the same design that my shirt has. So it has the until next time. Awoo! And Buffering the Vampire Slayer, which is, again, how they would end every episode of the podcast, except for the last episode. They were like, I forget what they said in the last episode, but they didn't say until next time. They said something else, which made me sad. But yeah, a cool mug. It's not what I thought it was going to be, which is okay. But when that thing comes, I'm going to show that off as well, because I'm really, really excited for that. Okay. Are you guys ready for the coolest thing you might ever see in your life? The coolest thing that I've ever seen in my life? Can y'all guess? I want to take a moment. I want y'all to take a guess at what video game you think that I bought some merch for. It's literally my favorite video game of all time. I'm pretty comfortable saying that. Does anyone have any guesses as to what video game it is? It's a pretty popular one. It came out in 2016, and it's an indie game. So those are some hints. It was made mostly by one person. It's kind of funny how that's applicable to many games, though, huh? Ugh. It's so large, I had to put the box on the floor. Oof. I want to see if any guesses come in. Oh my gosh, Shadowlink got it in the first guess. Yes, it is actually Undertale. Have I talked about Undertale being my favorite game of all time before? I don't know if I have. You guys, I am so excited for this. I was literally on a wait list for this item for years. Maybe not years, but definitely more than a year. And I finally got the notice. I haven't talked about it. You just totally guessed. That's awesome. Nice. It's also one of your favorites. That's awesome. So I was on the wait list for this item for maybe over a year. And then I finally got a little email in my inbox saying, hey, by the way, this item you're on the wait list for is gonna be back in stock soon. And because you're on the wait list, we're gonna send you a little heads up email and get you ahead of the line to purchase the item, which I freaking love. Shout out to whatever merch store I bought this from. Gosh, what was it? Fangamer.com for giving me a heads up on the item that I was on a waitlist for. So I got some cute stickers and stuff too, which is very cute. I actually still need to play Hades Shadow Link. That's a game that Tom keeps telling me I need to play. Okay, let's do this. We're gonna adjust the tripod and we're gonna zoom up. We're gonna zoom out so that we can see more of what we're doing. Again, sorry that this is not very professional. Okay, how's that? I know the tripod is taking up like so much of the screen, but hopefully that works. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry if this is making anyone nauseous. I promise that's not my intention. Okay, let's do this. This is so cool, you guys. Can anyone tell what this is? Here, I'm gonna try lifting my tripod a little more. It is big. Hello, Lucas. Welcome. You're here right in time for the grand finale. And right in time to watch me struggle with my tripod. Design works? Not quite. It's close. Ooh, here's the artwork on the back. This is very cool. Look at this Toriel and this Papyrus, and we've got Sans at the bar. We've got the picture. This is the picture at the end of the game. Hi, Bean. Thanks so much for swinging by. You just made it in time for the grand finale. Can anyone guess what this item is? I'm so curious if anyone's going to guess what it is before I reveal what it is. So it is Undertale, of course, that I've already revealed. There's some very cool artwork on the outside of it. We've got Alphys also down here playing her Kissy Mew Mew game, with Mettaton is also on there too. And then the trash and the Undyne, and we got Asgore down here in the corner watering the flowers, and then the front Undertale with a bunch of the monsters and pretty much all the monsters in the back. That would be very cool. And oh my gosh, Shadow Link, you are nailing the guesses today. Yes, this is the vinyl album. Yeah, so the little mouse is here too with the cheese and all the monsters. And then of course Friss with the heart. But yeah, this is the vinyl album. This is the complete OST by Toby Fox, and we can see here all the vinyls are in here. So it's a 5-disc vinyl album. Should I open the plastic? Yeah, totally, because it's square. Should I open the plastic? Should we look at the individual vinyls? I have the full intention of listening to these. You know, I'm not going to keep them in the shrink wrap forever. So I feel like we might as well open it now. I still have to buy a turntable to actually be able to listen to these properly. But I had to buy the vinyls as soon as I was able to, because if I didn't, they would have sold out in like 2 seconds as soon as they like became available for the public. I'm sure they are already sold out again. So I had to get it as soon as possible, and now I have to save up to buy an actual turntable to listen to them. But I have the full intention of listening to them. Okay. Let's look at these. Oh, here we go. Here's volume 1. We're just gonna look at the artwork. I don't really want to risk opening and looking. So the discs actually are different colors as well. So like you can see like this one is kind of a purple color or like a blue color. But I really don't want to open the discs yet because I want to wait until I get the actual turntable. And you know, there's a risk of like ruining your vinyl if you're like touching them and stuff. So for now, we're just gonna look at the art on the outside. But this is very cool. So this is volume 1, which of course is the papyrus and sands in all the Snowden stuff. And you've got the two dog couples down here, and you've got the big beefy doge guy back here, and you've got the guy who you have to stand still for down here, and then you've got the long dog with his snow dogs down here, which is very cute. And then you've got some of the couple of the Snowden residents in the back too. Very cool. Oh, and here's the front side, the back side, I don't know. But this is beautiful. Oh my gosh. I am like so blown away by this. This is so gorgeous. All the leaves and everything going up. And you've got Kara falling from the sky. And Frisk and Toriel down here. Yeah, I love that too, Shadow. The fact that it's like going in order. That's so cool. And the artwork is like going matching the scenes that the soundtrack is on. Yeah, that's so cool. I love that. You know, like I don't think necessarily that this entire soundtrack needed to be on 5 discs. Like I don't know. I don't necessarily know how memory and the storage and the space and all that stuff works on vinyl. But I am not complaining about there being 5 discs. Because now we get all these individual pieces of art that are freaking gorgeous. Also, I didn't put that away correctly. Let's actually put it away correctly so I don't ruin them. Oh my gosh. Why is it? Ooh, it's getting caught on the. Oh no, I made it rip! You guys, I already ruined it. Well, at least I didn't ruin the actual vinyl. I just ruined the track list paper. But, oh man. Oh well. That's what I get. Let's actually just take this out. I feel like I'm gonna ruin it if I try to mess with it. But anyway, disc 2. Oh yeah, so this is the second part, right? So here we've got Undyne and freaking Napstablook down here crying. Oh my god, this is so beautiful. I'm obsessed. Throw it in the trash. No, I'm so obsessed with this artwork. It's so beautiful. Then we've got Temmie down here. And then there's Frisk and the Monster Kid with the umbrella looking out into the distance of the castle. Oh my gosh, I'm so emotional just like looking at this artwork, you guys. This is so cool. This is so beautiful. And then now on this side, we've got the Mettaton part. So we've got Mettaton in the middle. Oh, yes. Here in the corner with, of course, all the presents and the bombs and all the stuff that makes you explode. Alphys up here in the corner. Mettaton doing the traps and stuff, the cooking show. What are these two characters called? They're like Bratty and Catty or something like that. And then the hotel burger pants guy. Love this. I love the colors and the how dynamic it is and how it's kind of in these like kind of comic book style panels. Like it's just so cool. I'm so obsessed. How long have we been going? I honestly don't even know anymore. Each side of a 12-inch vinyl only holds 23 minutes. Okay, well that explains why it's 5 discs. Ooh, these are kind of tricky to pull out, huh? There we go. more as possible, but it would lower the quality. That makes sense. This is gorgeous. Jesus Christ, this is beautiful. I don't know if you can see. I'm gonna stand up. There's like this subtle detail. Ugh, in his eyes. His eyes are. Oh my gosh, come on. There we go. His eyes are two different colors. They're blue and orange, which, of course, in the game, as you know, his attacks are blue and orange, and the floral pattern around the border is so beautiful. I'm so obsessed. And then the colors too, like the contrasting colors and like the dark palette contrasted with like these bright orange flowers. Like, oh my god, it's so gorgeous. I'm so obsessed. And the line work, all the like shading and hatching. Oh my gosh, you guys, it's so, so beautiful. Oh, and then we've got a sexy Mettaton on this side. Yes, we love to see it. And then his little like Mettaton attack bots and the lights and the stage, and we've got the sexy legs. And yeah, we gotta love Mettaton. He's an idol. He's an icon. We love it. We love him. But yeah, I'm really obsessed with this Asgore piece. I would like get this as a tattoo, straight up. Yeah, yeah, absolutely, Shadowlink. There's so many leitmotifs that get reused in Undertale. Like, if you listen to the entire soundtrack pretty closely, you'll hear a lot of remixing and repetition. That's part of why the soundtrack is one of my favorite soundtracks of anything of all time. One of your friends realized they were trans because of Mettaton? That's adorable. I love that. Bro, speaking of trans, Azrael trans confirmed. These are literally the trans colors. They're pink and blue. I love that. Ugh, and then you've got like the glitchy, creepy stuff in the background. And then the hearts in the middle. Oh, that's so cool. I love this. Very cool. Oh, and then the freaking Flowey. Ah, this is crazy. Oh my god, this is so cool. I could literally stare at this for hours. Like, there's so much detail here. Oh my god. Like, the way these highlights are so bright makes this look so unnerving. Same for like all these tendrils. Like the contrast essentially between the highlights and the shadows are just so unnerving and so unsettling. As yeah, right. Imagine just like seeing this without any context. You would be this is like someone's sleep paralysis demon. Oh my gosh. Oh, and they've got the amalgamates on here too. Like, can you see that? You can see, I didn't even see that at first. You can see like the Snowdrake one down here and then the dog one over here. Oh my god, that's so cool. That is so, so cool. Oh my god, I'm like literally tearing up. I'm so obsessed with this. This is so cool. Wow. Wow, I could literally stare at this for hours. This is so crazy. Oh my gosh. I could literally stare at this in silence for hours, but I won't subject you to that. If anyone wants to look at that in more detail, you're welcome to rewatch the stream in the future and pause that. But yeah, I'm definitely going to be just staring at that while listening to the soundtrack in the future once I get my turntable. Okay, last one. Oh, what is all this? Is this like the kissy kissy Mew Mew? Is this basically like all the meta stuff? I don't even know what this is. Can someone explain this to me? I love Undertale. I'm a huge Undertale fan. Um, but I don't understand this. Who is that? I don't even think I understand who this blue guy is. I know that the dog is the annoying dog, and I'm pretty sure that this is Kissy Kissy Mew Mew, which is Alphys's favorite anime. But I have no idea what this blobby blue guy is. Bottom right is a Switch exclusive boss. This one? Ah, interesting. I've actually never played it on Switch, so I didn't realize that there was an exclusive boss. That's pretty cool. But yeah, I have no idea who the blue guy is. Oh, and this is gorgeous too. This is so beautiful. With all the characters looking out. This is like the final moment of the show, of the game. You know, when you get the good ending. Oh, and there's an evil Sans down here too. Hang on. There's an evil Sans at the bottom too with his like skull attack guys, and there's actually like a evil Frisk there facing him. Oh my god, that's so cool. So this is like the pacifist ending and the genocide ending kind of in one piece, and that's really cool. It's like flipped upside down too, which is really cool. The colors on this are so beautiful too, like especially in the sunset with the orange that's like blending into the pink. But you can see it's like it's not really a gradient. It's just like kind of a blobby painterly. I have played the genocide route, and I have gotten up to the Sans fight, but I couldn't bring myself to actually kill him. I was feeling too bad at that point as well, Shadow Link. But I will have to admit that the genocide why can't I talk? The genocide Undyne boss battle is probably one of my favorite boss battles in any video game. It's just so much fun. And it's really hard. But it's really also rewarding when you beat her. But also you feel terrible because you're like, oh my god, Undyne, I love you, but now I have to kill you. Ugh. Feels bad, man. Feels bad. But yeah, this artwork is so cool. I love, and you can actually see like the pillars. These are the pillars in like that chamber too, and the pillars are like going into the highlights of the sun in between the shadows of the characters. That's so cool. That is so cool. Oh, this is so beautiful. I'm so obsessed. I almost want to like put these up on the wall. Like, they're so beautiful. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Just listen to the soundtrack and stare at these for hours, I guess. That's what I'm gonna do. Oh no, why are you not going in properly? But yeah, that's pretty much everything I wanted to show off today, y'all. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming for about an hour. Okay. Feel like that's a good length. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. So I played chapter 1 of Deltarune Shadowlink. I actually played it on stream on my Twitch channel back when that was a thing. And I have the full intention of streaming Deltarune chapter 2. I just have not gotten to it yet, but maybe in the near future. That'll be something I do. And when I do get back to streaming that, I'll be streaming that on YouTube. I'm not going back to Twitch. So yeah, Deltarune chapter 2 will eventually be streamed. So hope you'll be able to join for that. That'll be fun. But that's going to be it for me today, y'all. Thank you all so much for hanging out with me. I had a really good time, and I really appreciate y'all, just taking the time out of your evenings to hang out with me. Chapter 2 is one of your favorites? Okay, for sure. For sure, I'll keep that in mind. Let's see. We're probably going to be doing our final Owl House discussion stream for the time being on Sunday. I will probably do an official announcement on that tomorrow. So look out for that. But yeah, thanks so much for hanging out. This was a lot of fun. I am glad that I at very least got to show off the artwork of these beautiful things, even though I'm not able to fully enjoy them yet and fully listen to them yet. Very least, I can enjoy the gorgeous artwork that's on here. So that's really cool. But yeah, I really appreciate y'all spending some time with me this evening, especially after the horrible, hard week that I had. It just feels nice to kind of come back here and chill and hang out with y'all and catch up. This was really nice. So thank you so much again. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Have a wonderful Friday and Saturday if I don't see ya. And we hope to see you on Sunday for the discussion stream. If not, we'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye. Thanks so much, Shadowlink. Take care.